Bear. Bear. Red
What?
lights on.
What?
Red lights on. Time to start. Go.
What are we doing?
Or taxes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Sorry.
What do you mean we're talking about? I told you, DeLynn, the one thing I did not want to do the show on is taxes. You promised me we would never talk about taxes on this show.
All right. We're not talking about it. We have a guest.
There's no way I'm doing taxes.
We're talking taxes. We will be right back.
Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. My name is Barry Horvath, and this is Moving Forward TV, your local market update.
And I am DeLynn Gaston. Thank you for joining us today. So you stop wigging out.
I'm going to be okay. This is the one show I didn't want to do. I don't like to talk about taxes, but you know what? There's actually a huge benefit for those people who bought
I know.
a home.
And
Home ownership has benefits other than, having...
And we're very timely here with our show because it is tax time.
Oh, you think? Like everything we do is not timely.
Everybody's-
sorry.
everybody-
That was a little harder than I meant.
Ow! Can I deduct workman's comp?
I was just a little wound up about the whole thing. So this week we have a special guest. We have Janae Thompson, not to be confused with AKA Janae Garza. I'll get that out for you.
Another friend of ours, I know. I said I'm going to definitely mix that up.
But she is an expert and been preparing taxes for some time now. So we welcome her to the show.
Welcome, Janae.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here.
Thank you.
Like they said, my name's Janae Thompson.
No, you didn't say it. I did.
I have tax experience. I've been doing taxes and bookkeeping work for about 9 years now.
So since the early 50s.
Not that long, Barry.
And in addition to just doing preparing taxes and such, you also do bookkeeping for businesses, right?
Yes,
to
I
kind of
do.
like keep them straight.
Okay,
Yes.
this is where I have to put my vouch in for Janae. She does my books. So.
So for small businesses, people to do their taxes, and so that to make it a little easier on you when it comes to right around now, huh?
It's very important to keep your books in very good, accurate condition so that when it is time to prepare your taxes, you can take
Or
that, hand
when
it
you
to
get-
your accountant
The knock on the door from Uncle.
or from
Uncle
Uncle
Sam.
Sam. Everything's all in order, and I promise you your tax preparer or accountant, CPA, whoever does your taxes is going to love you if your books are in order.
And if not, do they hate you?
They
This
can
is-
get very
Hypothetically
grumpy.
speaking.
This is why I did not want to talk about taxes, because I want to be friends with everybody.
So how many do you get the receipts in a shoebox and things like these?
Sometimes those are the people that make us a little more grumpy.
You get grumpy?
I know, I don't think I've
occasion.
ever seen you grumpy. It's because she doesn't do my books.
That'll do
She
it.
still likes me.
So let's talk about the benefits of home ownership. That's one of the things, you went out, you just bought that new house, and you're all excited, you move in, and then you've been paying your mortgage as opposed to rent, and there's interest on there, there's
Right.
taxes, there's all these things now. You've just opened a whole new world financially. You're committed for 30 years per se to a mortgage, but there's certain tangible benefits to having a mortgage and paying interest and points, et cetera. So
That's absolutely correct, Barry. And rather than taking the standard deduction on your tax return, you could
love when
actually
she
start
uses
to
my- did you hear her use
itemize
my name?
your deductions.
that was really cool.
Yeah, this is how we roll.
Sorry. I was actually...
Told
whoa.
you, don't be nervous. This is
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So anyway, we have a homeowner, just bought a house.
And you may be able to itemize your deductions on your tax return rather than taking the normal standard deduction. Now, what itemizing means is that you want to try to take certain items that and get higher than the standard deduction.
Okay.
So, for example, if you're in the 15% tax bracket, for every $1,000 of itemized deductions, you're saving $150 in taxes.
Ooh, I like it. I want to do a show about taxes now. We're saving money. I'm ready.
So what does that mean when you say if you're in the 15% tax bracket?
Well,
People
depending
might
on
not
your
know
adjusted gross income, you fall into certain tax brackets, and that's the amount of tax that you're going to be paying on your taxable income. So we have 10% tax bracket, 15%, and it can go on up. I believe the highest is 39.6%.
So if somebody was filing the EZ form before, because they
Taking
were
the standard
renting,
deduction.
taking the standard deduction, and they were in a certain tax bracket, they were paying the IRS so much. With the itemization, what they're doing is lowering their income, correct?
Correct.
They're getting a deduction, per se.
Yeah.
You're trying to get a higher deduction
Okay.
than the standard deduction.
Okay,
The standard deduction is based on your filing status.
okay.
So for a single person, that would be $6,300. For married filing jointly, you double that to $12,600.
So what you were doing is we're reducing the taxable income.
Income,
Right.
correct.
That's what we're trying to do. Is,
I get
is
it.
reduce.
I got this. I got a great idea.
Correct.
This is a great idea. Listen, so what she's saying is the bigger the deductions, the more tax break you get. So instead of buying a $100,000 house, why not buy a $200,000 house? Because don't you get double the tax deduction because the interest is double, right?
It could be, yeah.
Is that your disclaimer? It could be. I know. Did you consider running for office?
All right. So now that we know what the deductions are and such, what are some of the things that are deductible? So we have people who just bought a house this past year. You know, maybe they bought a house during the summer of 2015. What is deductible for them? What has changed from doing the easy form to last year to now for filing for 2015 taxes?
Okay, so for a homeowner specifically, some of the things you can deduct would be your mortgage interest. You can deduct real estate
See? Told you.
taxes.
Get a bigger mortgage.
You can also deduct mortgage points. So those are some of the things that you can take on your Schedule A, which is your itemized deductions.
I see.
And what do they have to have when they come to you?
Excuse me. I was talking to her.
I was asking a question.
All right. You just wait your turn, please. So going back to the points, so if they have paid like 3 points per se to buy down a rate, those are mortgage points for those of you who don't know, that is deductible, but it does get amortized over the period of loan, correct?
Yes.
So if you paid $3,000 in points to buy down a rate, you would get an additional $100 deduction per year for the next 30 years.
Correct.
I'm really good at math, see?
Now, I wonder, that brings up just a point, I don't know if this is, I wonder, so what if you sell the house in 5 years? So you don't get the rest of those 30 years worth, 25 years worth of deduction, huh?
Should we Google that? I don't
I
know.
don't know. That's an interesting thing, huh? I don't know.
Well, you're not
we'll
paying
have
the
to check on
interest
that.
anymore. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for bringing up something we don't know.
Well, see, that's what the show is all about. We're going to find out. We're
great,
going to find
great.
out that answer. We have to go to break.
All right, so we got all kinds of great tax tips coming up, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Okay, we're back to talk about some more tax-dreaded tips that you don't want to learn about because nobody wants to learn how to save money. Nobody wants to deal with a professional, and everybody wants to go through an audit with the IRS, right?
That's not true, Barry.
Everybody wants to know, what's my refund? What's my refund? What's my refund?
Hello,
So we're talking today about how to increase your refund.
That's it. That's it. So, and this is why I didn't want to do a tax show because I do not want to trigger an audit.
I know, and some people,
What do you mean you know? No, you don't.
Most of us hate taxes, like you and I. We
Yes,
just
I hate
like
it.
cringe. It comes around to January and cringe. But people like Janae,
Yeah, they like.
okay, you're weird. You like taxes.
I'm weird. I'm a nerd.
She's a nerd, admittedly.
I was going to do something, but I'm not going to do it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Sometimes we have to be politically correct.
Yeah. Since when are we politically correct?
Since last week.
We're better than some, but
Yeah, this is very true. So
But anyway, so.
let's talk about let's finish with the homeowners and talk about tax deductibility, what's eligible, not eligible. We kind of touched on that, but let's sum that up. So we already declared that interest is deductible, real estate taxes are deductible, real estate.
Points if they paid at their
points,
closing.
Points in paying and closing. So anything else I might be missing there that may be deductible for a homeowner?
If you have a casualty loss, like a fire or a flood on your home,
Oh, there's a good
anything that
one.
is not covered by the insurance company and you pay out of your own pocket, that is deductible. Theft losses that aren't covered by your insurance,
Okay.
things like that. Those are,
And is it dollar for dollar?
yes.
So if your insurance company didn't cover, you had a $5,000, camera or something like that, and for
Do you have
whatever
a
reason,
$5,000 camera?
I do actually. They're over there.
Oh. So if you need a tax break, we got a guy.
Yeah, but so is it dollar for dollar? So you have to replace it? Like, is it replacement cost? Like that $5,000 camera is now $8,000 if I have to go and replace it. Is it dollar for dollar or
no.
no?
what
Okay.
you paid for
So
it.
it's whatever you paid for it. So what if the receipt that I paid for it went up in flames too? Then am I stuck?
You should keep valuables and receipts like that, maybe in a fire safe.
Listen to her, her
they're not gonna
disclaimer
go up
here,
in
huh?
flames.
She's politically correct.
She is.
She's
Get
well
a safe
trained in
deposit
code.
box.
That's
Get
it.
a fireproof.
Document your assets, keep track of them. Maybe have it in 2 different locations, paperwork in a safe and on a flash drive. Kept
In
somewhere
that
else in a different
fireproof safe, or at your office, or give it to mom.
Okay.
Or something to keep at her
So
house.
another big question that comes up often is the short sale foreclosure, because there's still people in that
Yes.
boat where
We have a lot of
they're
people
short
still
selling
there.
their homes, or they had a foreclosure, and then they receive a 1099 for debt forgiveness, per se. So what's the status on that?
For 2015, that is still deductible. That is forgiven if you
Okay,
receive
it's
a
not
1099.
deductible, it is forgiven.
It's forgiven.
So it doesn't count as additional income because I sold my house
Right.
for $50,000 less than I owed the bank. I didn't, by the way. There's my politically correct disclaimer. But the bank still sent me a 1099 because they forgave that debt. So that does not count as additional income in 2015. What about 2016?
We don't know yet. Congress hasn't passed
Oh,
that
sure.
extender yet.
And I was just going to
so-
say, and that's something that year to year, they let us know if it's going to or not. So if you are in that, position where you're considering selling your home and it might be a short sale, just know that it's kind of up in the air. You may or may not
Okay.
next year be required because it's counted as income.
Okay.
And then you would have to pay taxes on that income.
Right.
All right. So let's talk about, I keep bugging my CPA. I'm like, every year, I'm always looking for another tax advantage. That's just me. All right. So that's how I roll.
You and 50 million
Well, yeah.
other people.
So, in fact, I just texted him because I'm like beating him up and he just texted me back saying, I asked if I could deduct these things this year, and I just want your opinion because I trust you as a professional. So can I deduct hazard insurance on my house?
No, you cannot.
All right. How about homeowner association dues?
No, not on your primary residence. However,
Oh,
if
good.
you have a rental home and
Right.
you pay association dues, yes, and that's a whole nother ballpark, whole nother show for a different day.
Okay.
Yes.
What about the payments on my mortgage, the principal payments?
No, only the interest.
You don't want to think about that? No. Man, you're killing me.
I think she knows.
All right, how about closing costs like appraisal fees, title insurance, any of that?
No,
You're not helping.
Sorry.
no.
All right.
I know. Sorry, everyone
All
who
right.
just bought a house. We wish they were, but they're
All right,
not.
how about local assessments to improve my neighborhood? Like I'm getting a road improvement levy.
No.
Oh.
You know.
Actually, that's a good one. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
see?
Yeah.
All right, so you gave the same answers he did. I've been fighting for those. All right, so she's credible. Let's keep her. All right, so coming up, we got more tax tips. We're going to talk about the advantages of being a 1099 and being a real estate professional, what you might want to itemize and not. So we'll be right back.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Walk through life. Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day. And everything's going your way. And you wanna make it last forever. We'll keep it together, 'cause it keeps getting better. Whoa, whoa.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Now that we've talked about the benefits of home ownership, let's talk about maybe the benefits of those selling the homes, our real estate professionals in the office, and
Yes,
out there in the
yes.
audience that maybe want to take a tax deduction and not sure what they can itemize or not itemize on their
On their
taxes.
Schedule C. If you're a subcontractor or self-employed realtor or something, Schedule C.
Schedule C employees can deduct a lot of things. You probably
Wait,
already know that you can.
I have a question.
Sure.
What makes
Did I tell you he's going to keep interrupting you? I warned you, right?
How do I become a Schedule C? Because this sounds cool already.
If you're a self-employed person, so you work for
self-employed.
yourself, which a lot of realtors are,
Right. Or subcontractors.
or a subcontractor, yes. So you would fill out a Schedule C, and that gets attached to your 1040 for your tax return. And some of the things that you can deduct on that would be advertising, your printing costs, business cards. You probably know already, a lot of these
signs.
things. The signs that you purchase that you need to put in the yards, lock boxes.
Right.
You can take business licenses, continuing education classes. If you
About-
pay certain websites like Zillow or Trulia fees to get lists
Right,
of
right, right.
leads or things
Logo
like that.
material, like if I put it on my shirt, I wear a shirt and I put the logo on there, I can
Yes.
right off my shirt.
Yes.
And the embroidery.
Can we stitch this right in there?
There you go.
All right, there's another write-off, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Name tags. Name tags.
How about if I hire a professional bookkeeper to keep me in line? Is that deductible?
Yes.
Ah, you didn't.
It's a cost for your business, and the cost of preparing your tax return is also deductible.
So why wouldn't everybody just use a professional?
That's a very good question.
I want you to know the answer.
I know.
So-
What if I? Excuse me, I had another one. No. What if I buy a gift from my clients at closing?
some gifts are deductible. I believe you can buy a $25 gift.
You are right.
and-
It says it right here. Gifts up to $25. Oh my gosh, she's really good.
Told you.
All right, go ahead, DeLynn. You can ask.
Okay, so
Oh, you know what?
really,
Sorry. Go ahead. Ow.
where do people get hung up? I know that there's some catches with some of the things that they can deduct. Like, for example,
Home office.
Cell phones.
cell phone.
part of my home
The
office.
business use of your cell phone is deductible. So you need to distinguish how much of that is your personal use and how much of that is actual business use. And then let's say your cell phone is, 50-50. So 50% of your bill is deductible as, a business expense. Another area people get really hung up on are home office deductions. You can take a home office deduction. However, you need to make sure that the area that you're claiming as your home office is used exclusively for your business. So if you have your dining room table sitting in your living room and
Yep.
you're watching TV, no, that's
That's
not
not
really
gonna
You're writing
fly.
a contract
That's
or
not really
something.
going to
So
work.
what if I'm paying a desk fee at the real estate company I work for?
Rental space is deductible.
So that's a good one too. for them.
Yes.
And postage, is that deductible?
Yes.
So I can mail everybody I know something and it'll be a deduction?
If it's for business.
Now, when you're talking about the exclusivity of the space, because a lot of people I do think work from their homes, especially real estate professionals. So if they have a separate bedroom, let's say, in their home, and that is exclusively their office, that's where they have their desk set up and their computer and everything else, and they're not at their dining room table like I am, that they have a real space. What about like the electric bill and stuff like that?
A portion of that. So the portion of any utility bills that might be deductible, you would need to, figure up the square footage of your office, and it would be, in relation to the size of your office. So
A percentage. Another good reason why people
Excuse me.
shouldn't do this by
This is really
themselves.
important.
Yes, Barry.
Okay, so I want to take one of my clients to an NFL championship game. Let's just say hypothetically, I'm on my way to Denver to see the Broncos
so it's
play
apparently,
the
you know,
Patriots, because it
football time
is
again.
football playoff season. Or what if I want to go to
go.
Carolina and see Arizona play, and I'm bringing a client? Is that deductible?
Certain entertainment and meal expenses are deductible.
Oh, you can get your food paid for too.
Generally,
said meal expenses.
50% of that.
50%?
50%.
Why
So
only
half my trip is going to be
50%?
paid for. So who wants to go to
Why
Denver?
only 50%? Because they're saying he's going out as his free will, so only the other person,
Yeah, that's just
So
the
your
rule.
meal's not tax deductible, but the person you're bringing.
So what if
theirs
I just
is.
eat off of their plate?
There you go. Food sharing. How about
Then
food
it's
sharing?
deductible,
How
right?
about if he has 6 macaroni and the other person has 7 macaroni?
So who do you like for the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I'm not into sports.
I'm not sure either.
Oh my gosh.
Lightning. Go Lightning.
I don't think they're going to be in the Super Bowl.
All right, so the Lightning will be in the Super Bowl
on my
anyway. Yeah, I guess so. So clearly,
So clearly we're moving on to upcoming events.
no, so speaking of the Lightning, we have a Lightning bus trip coming up. You don't want to miss this. It's on Friday, February 12th. It's a West Pasco Business Association sponsored event. If you've not been on one of the bus trips, you need to go. Contact Maria at wpba.biz for more information on that. We do have a few seats available for that, and that's a lot of fun. So, and it may be tax deductible. That's all I'm saying. Talk to your tax professional for information on that. So,
We'll be right back.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
right, we're back, everybody, again to wrap up on all these just luscious
Tax tips.
Yeah, luscious. These are just so much fun. I'm really enjoying this.
I never thought of tax tips as being luscious. But
I know Janae can go on about this stuff forever because she likes taxes.
I know. Me, I'm done with it. I'm ready to go. I'm out of
I
here,
know,
guys.
we're
See
like,
ya.
okay, my brain is like overflowing with tax stuff. But it's all coming, and I'll
But
bring
how
you a
cool-
shoebox.
How cool is it that I can get a 50% deduction just by going to Carolina this weekend?
Yeah, I know. Are you really going? You're just so, probably.
Probably. I'll call you Monday.
So anyway, so we should tell people, though, please don't bring it in a shoebbox. try and have it nice and neat.
Any other final
unfolded.
words of wisdom before we
Yeah.
close out that you could offer people
Who are
to,
coming to
be
it.
prepared to go there prepared?
hire a
'cause we're-
bookkeeper.
Yeah, there you go. Who
Okay.
can do all the hard work for you. Good advice.
So that's it, huh? And it is tax deductible, so, get your bookkeeper going. That's it?
That's it.
All right.
We're closing the show.
Hey, who's this guy?
What I did want to say.
Hello!
So we wanted
He
to.
looks bigger than life.
I know. Jay David, we wanted to give a shout out, and from Moving Forward TV, we wanted to say thank you to Jay David Wright, who does so much for the community. We know by this point, we film ahead of time, so we know by this point that we had a big event for Jay David to honor him and thank him,
And he got roasted.
and roasted he did.
Yes.
So Jay David, thank you for all you do in this community. We love you, and we appreciate everything that you do. And that's it.
Okay, that's all.
That's it. Share us. Share us. We are on Facebook. This is your part. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Look at
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
He's falling
Because I
down.
just wanted to see how far you would stumble before I had to come pick you up.
Go.
Get us out on LinkedIn, Twitter.
Said that one. Tumblr.
Oh, you and your Tumblr. That's not even a real social media site. You know that. I just made it up. It comes up as a possible app. So,
We appreciate you watching us.
yeah. Did you tell Janae what she has to say when the show's over? You want to whisper it to her so we can keep going? So, get us out on social media. We'll be back next week with more great
We're so
information
professional.
for you. So, you know what? That's it. So, we are today and every day.
Moving forward.
Yay!
We'll see everybody next week. Bye-bye.